Is your reef tank too sterile? If so, we are going to try to fix that today. Welcome back, fellow reefers, to another Pittsburgh Reef Junkie reefing video. My name is Sean, and this is where we take reefing one day at a time. In previous videos, I state that in this hobby, you learn from mistakes. And boy, did I learn from this mistake. Something is going on inside my reef tank that I have never seen before. So as softies and LPS are all doing fine, as well as a few Aquapora. However, I have some SPS that have STN and are on their way out. I don't like it, so I went ahead and did some searching to why this might be happening. As you can see, the tank is cloudy, and while it's temporary, I'm not happy at all about it. This build, I decided I wanted to have a lot of flow for more SPS dominant corals, and more flow across the bottom of the tank to keep it so much more cleaner as far as detritus is concerned. I wanted it to be swept up into the water column and down to the fleece roller. So I chose to go bare bottom this build and use dry marker rock. Not only would I achieve what I wanted to do, but I would eliminate unwanted pests by not using live rock or live sand. Sand, you really don't get any pests, but live rock, you never know what you're going to get. So we set up the tank, and I was happy. We cycled the tank with Brightwell Aquatics Microbacter Start XLM. The batch C reactor was seeded and all was great. No ammonia issues since the system was set up. And to be honest, I was like, wow, this tank has never been better until now. I had an ugly stage happen, which does in every brand new reef system. Diatoms, algae, etc. I ordered my cleanup crew consisting of mostly snails. They took care of the problem of algae, and I was ecstatic. However, the rock never really has looked great. Yes, I have coralline algae growing on it, but it just remains this odd brown color. I've never seen this before. Not to mention, a few of my Aquapora tips started bleaching, while I believe to be due to my lights with the new T5 hybrid because it's not high alkalinity, being my KH is sitting at 8.6. Speaking to a fellow reefer, he believes it to be a bacterial infection on the corals, which by all means it could be. At this point, it's a guessing game for me, I'm thinking. When in reality, the answer is right in front of my face. My tank has not matured. It's still a baby. After researching, I come to find that having a bare bottom tank is very hard to get established and mature, taking upwards of 18 months to 2 years to find its place. But if you're willing to take that ride, the benefits are worth it. All this time, it's been in the ugly stage and will continue this way for 18 months plus, because I chose dry rock instead of live, because I wanted to have no pest issues. Here is the problem, reefers. When your tank has dry rock, no live sand, and bare bottom, it's too sterile. The only bacteria you have in your reef tank is the nitrifying bacteria. And the ocean is full of who knows how many strains of bacteria, which are missing in this reef tank, causing a major imbalance. Not to mention, it's missing so much more that makes up the ocean's biodiversity. I came to the conclusion that when I had my old system, everything was beautiful. And with this new build, it always has me scratching my head a lot. I went out after some more additional research and bought some Carib Sea Ocean Direct sand. Unlike other live sands that have been cleaned and then manufacturers have added bacteria, this sand has been collected from the ocean and bagged up for sale, giving a full range of ocean diversity. Here's my question, however. Will pests be introduced by using this product? I don't know. But you're getting sand straight from the ocean, so only time will tell, which I plan to let all of you know in this journey. Now, I would only suggest this if you're willing to lose any current corals you may have. I don't recommend major changes in any reef tank. Corals do not react well to major change at all. So do this at your own risk. I only have a few frags at this point with no large colonies, so it is worth the risk for me. I went ahead and gently placed sand into a container, slowly put it into the water, and lowered it to the glass bottom. Slowly poured the sand, and now we have a very cloudy tank, which I may need more sand, which I have. But we had to stop because there is no visibility, and I don't want to bury snails or break frags because I can't see. So this may take a couple of days, which while I'm not happy about, I need to look at the end result. Hopefully a complete, balanced biosystem. 12 hours later, my tank still cloudy, but was looking better. Only a light haze. The rockwork, however, looked as though a blizzard rolled through. Will I lose some acros? It's a good possibility, but as much as I do not like to see them STN, I would have to chalk it up as a learning experience and what not to do ever again. After a few days, the tank is cleared up and actually looks natural, with the fish and invertebrates being more active. I'm not sure if the reflection underneath the bottom of the glass was freaking them out, but it seems like they're more comfortable now with the sand bottom. They're not so skittish, and the inverts seem happier being able to scavenge through the sand as well as have some sort of grip to hold on to before the flow would just slide them along at times. I had to frag some of the Aquapora frags to get the bleached tips cut off. I'm hoping in the event that this was indeed a bacterial infection, I cut it off, leaving the good skin to heal. But we will see if this helped. There is a frag show in a few weeks, and I'm not sure if I want to throw any more SPS into this system for a while now. I think I'm going to wait a few months and see how the remaining frags react to this change. If this is indeed an imbalance and adding a complete bio from the ocean to the reef tank, then I would think I would need to go through a small waiting period. Once the frags I have are doing great, then I will think about adding more SPS. So if your new tank is struggling with dry rock and sandless bottom, it would be worth your time to look up some research. I wanted to give you all this update because reefing is not always about the good days. It's about every reefing day, good or bad. I'm curious to see how many subscribers join me in this journey of this new build and watch this tank grow with me. Next week, we're going to get out of this fish room and go check out Pittsburgh's PPG Aquarium. Please leave in the comments below if you would like to see the freshwater tanks. I'm more into the saltwater side, but if all you reefers don't want to waste any time seeing freshwater, I can edit that out before the video is even made. Check out some of the equipment we're using on our new system by clicking our playlist right here. So until then, we will see you on the next one.